For nearly 200 years, one of the richest lands on Earth was ruled by a foreign power. India, once contributing over 25% of the world's economy, became poor, divided, and starving. But the biggest question is, how much did the British actually loot from India? Was it billions, trillions? And how did they do it? Without modern weapons? Without large armies? This is not fiction. This is documented history. Today you will hear the real story of stolen wealth, broken industries, forced famines, and economic destruction. Watch till the end, because the truth is more shocking than you imagine. India before the British. Before the British arrived, India was the world's largest textile exporter, home to advanced metallurgy, famous for diamonds, spices, steel, ships, rich kingdoms like Mughals, Marathas, Mysore. Indian cotton was worn in Europe, Africa, Middle East. Indian ships traded globally. Indian artisans were unmatched. Fact, in 1700, India's share in global GDP was 27%. Britain's share was 2%. India was not poor. India was made poor. East India Company. The beginning of loot. In 1600, a trading company arrived, the British East India Company. They came with no crown, no army, only trade licenses. But slowly, they bribed kings. They created internal conflicts. They took advantage of weak rulers. Battle of Plassey, 1757. This single battle changed India forever. Robert Clive defeated Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowlah using betrayal, not power. Result, Bengal's treasury opened to Britain, gold, silver, diamonds shipped to London. This was the first major loot. The drain of wealth theory. British economist Dadabhai Naoroji exposed the truth. He proved India's wealth was systematically drained to Britain through 1. Heavy taxation. 2. Salaries of British officers. 3. Profits sent to England. 4. Forced exports. 5. No return investment. India paid for British army, for British administration, for British wars, without consent. Estimated drain, $45 trillion modern value, according to economist Utsa Patnaik. Destruction of Indian industries. British didn't just take money, they destroyed Indian businesses. Textile industry, Indian weavers' thumbs were cut, heavy taxes imposed, British cloth forced into Indian markets. India became producer to consumer, exporter to importer. Millions lost livelihoods. Result, poverty, unemployment, starvation, famines created by policy. Between 1760 and 1947, 31 major famines, over 60 million deaths. Worst, Bengal famine, 1943. Food exported during shortage, Churchill refused aid, people ate grass, rats, leaves. This was man-made starvation, taxes, land and farmers. British introduced zamindari system, heavy land revenue, cash crops over food. Farmers lost land, freedom, life. India turned from self-sufficient to dependent. Railways myth. They gave India railways. Truth. Built using Indian taxes, served British trade, raw material extraction. Not development, control. What Britain built with Indian money. Using Indian wealth, Britain built industries, infrastructure, banks, museums, parliament power. Britain's rise, India's fall. Independence and broken nation in 1947. Britain left India, poor, divided, traumatized. India inherited poverty, illiteracy, broken economy. Yet India survived. This is not hatred. This is history. The loot of India was planned, documented, massive. And the world must know the truth. If you want more real historical stories, if you believe history should never be forgotten, like this video, share it with the world, subscribe for real history, not lies. Because history ignored is history repeated.